Hey everyone, welcome back. It's time for another deep dive. This time, we're exploring something really unique from the Spiritual Seek.
Oh, yeah.
It's their new ebook, Whispers of Wisdom, Spiritual Tales for the Soul. Over 50 stories, all fantasy and sci-fi. And I gotta say, even just glancing at the titles, my curiosity is piqued.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Some of them are like The Memory Carver of the Obsidian Plains, The Mirror Planet and the Self, even The Songsmith of the Still Sea. It's like, where do they even come up with these?
Right. But it's not just the cool titles, it's how they blend these genres with, like, serious spiritual concepts. Makes wisdom kind of exciting, you know?
Absolutely. It's not like reading a textbook on spirituality. You get to experience these ideas through stories and characters. Like there's one called The Gardener of Inner Light.
Yeah.
It's all about finding that inner stillness, but it's told through this metaphor of tending a garden.
So it's not just telling you to be peaceful, it's showing you.
Exactly. The Bridge Between Worlds is another one that really got to me. Uses this fantasy world to explore how inner peace is like the key to spiritual awakening.
That's a big theme for the Spiritual Seek, right? Finding that quiet space within.
Definitely. And they connect that to the idea of interconnectedness in a story called The Silent Symphony of Stars. Shows how even on this massive cosmic scale, we're all connected. Powerful stuff.
Makes you think, right? Even though these are fantasy stories, they can help us understand our own lives better.
Totally. Oh, they use so many different approaches too. The Whispers of the Ancient Tree, for instance. It's about change and accepting the natural cycles of life, but it's told through this like ancient tree as a metaphor.
And they weave in ideas from different traditions too, right? Like Buddhism, Taoism.
Oh, definitely. The Unfolding of the Lotus Heart is full of Buddhist imagery and ideas like awakening to your true nature.
But it's not just Eastern stuff. There are hints of Stoicism too, with the whole acceptance and living in harmony with nature thing. It's a really cool mix.
That's what makes it so unique, I think. It's not just one way of looking at things.
And they're really good at making these concepts relatable. Not just throwing around words like spiritual awakening, but actually showing what it means.
For sure. And the symbolism is so well done. Like paths, they often represent that journey of self-discovery. The Path of 1,000 Steps is a great example. Shows how spiritual progress is about all those little choices we make every day.
Not some big dramatic thing.
Right. And mirrors, they often symbolize introspection, looking inward. The Mirror of the Moon is about facing yourself, seeing beyond the surface.
This powerful imagery. It's like these stories give us a new language to understand ourselves, you know?
Definitely. And they're fun, too. It's not just about learning, it's about enjoying the stories.
So what was your favorite so far? I'm kind of drawn to the Shard of Glass. I love how they use alchemy as this metaphor for transformation, turning something broken into something beautiful.
Oh, that's a good one. For me, it was The Silent Guardians of the Grove. It incorporates indigenous wisdom so beautifully, like the connection to nature and the idea of cyclical time.
It's amazing how much they packed into this one ebook. It's like
Yeah.
a whole world of spiritual exploration just waiting to be discovered.
And the best part is, there's something in there for everyone. No matter where you are in your spiritual journey, you're going to find a story that speaks to you.
Like a buffet of wisdom. You can pick and choose what resonates with you.
Exactly. And speaking of resonating, they've even got audio versions of these stories.
Whoa, hold on. Audio versions. Okay, now I'm really interested. This is where things get exciting. Let's dive into those right after this.
It really adds something, to hear these stories out loud. Like imagine listening to The Songsmith of the Still Sea while you're walking or just relaxing.
Oh, yeah. But you know how a bad narrator can ruin an audiobook? What's the narrator like for these?
Oh, they have this really soothing voice, perfect for these kinds of stories. It's like they get the tone, the message behind each tale.
That's important, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the narrator becomes part of the experience. I bet it makes those metaphors and symbols even more powerful.
Totally. And it's not just the stories. They've also got guided meditations based on the themes from the book.
Wait, guided meditations too. Now that's cool. The Spiritual Seek always goes above and beyond, right? What kind of meditations are we talking about?
All sorts. Different themes and soundscapes. Like there's guided meditation by the ocean with seagulls, for people who love the sea.
Oh, nice.
They also have forest meditation with cuckoo and toad singing, if you're more of a forest person.
Cuckoo and toad singing. That's a new one. I can practically hear it now, sitting in a forest. So peaceful.
Right. That's what's great about them. They really transport you. Each soundscape is chosen to, enhance the experience and connect you to those themes from the book.
So it's like those soundscapes become another layer of symbolism, helping us connect on a deeper level.
Exactly. And there's something for everyone. They've got sleep meditation with rain and thunder sounds, if you're like me and love a good storm.
Oh, I love falling asleep to rain. Never tried a specific sleep meditation, though. Sounds super relaxing.
It is. And then there's a heartbeat-based mindfulness meditation. Uses the rhythm of your own heartbeat to bring you into the present moment.
Whoa, that's creative. It's like they're finding new ways to tap into those ancient wisdom traditions, making them modern.
Yeah, it's fascinating. They also have transcendental meditation with positive affirmations with these beautiful Tibetan-style melodies.
Oh, I love those. So calming. Sound can be so powerful, right? Like how those nature sounds in forest meditation could even help you focus while you work.
Absolutely. The right sounds can really shift your energy, bring you more peace.
Totally. It's like they help us reconnect with that inner stillness we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
like a sonic bridge to those spiritual truths.
That's a beautiful way to put it. And it all ties back to those themes from the ebook. It's like a multi-sensory experience, You engage with these concepts in different ways.
It's way more than just an ebook, right? It's a whole journey.
It really is. What stands out to you the most about this whole package?
I think it's how accessible and fun they've made spirituality. It's not about rules. It's about experiencing those truths yourself.
I agree. It's like a portal to inner peace, all wrapped up in these stories and meditations. And it's so easy to get access. You can download the ebook right to your phone, and the audio is all on their app.
Speaking of access, what's the price for all this?
Super affordable, only $12.99 for the whole ebook, all the audio stories, and all the meditations.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like they're making spiritual growth available to everyone.
Exactly. And, we can talk about it all day, but there's nothing like experiencing it yourself. Hearing the memory carver of the Obsidian Plains is one thing, but listening to it, letting it wash over you, it's different.
Oh, yeah. I bet these stories are even more powerful when you really immerse yourself, like stepping into another world.
And with the guided meditations, you're not just listening, you're actively participating in your own growth.
It's like they've given us this toolkit for our spiritual journey.
And who knows, maybe exploring these tales will inspire you to create your own.
Oh, I love that. What symbols or themes would you choose if you were writing a spiritual tale?
That's a good question. I think I would. That's a good question. I think I'd focus on resilience, Maybe use a mountain as a symbol, like how it stands strong through any storm.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a powerful image. It really speaks to how we can grow through challenges, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like mountains have been around forever, seen it all, but they're still there.
Right. Reminds us that we have that strength inside us, too. Well, on that note, I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive.
Oh, yeah.
But before we go, I want to encourage everyone listening to check out the Spiritual Seek's website or their app. You can find out more about the ebook, Whispers of Wisdom, all the audio stuff.
It's really worth checking out.
And we always like to leave you with something to think about, right?
Yeah.
So here's a question. If you were creating a spiritual story, what would your symbols and themes be? Let us know. Share your ideas on social media.
That's a great question.
We'd love to hear them. And until next time, may your journey be filled with wonder and all that good stuff.
And wisdom. Don't forget the wisdom.
Of course. And may your inner light shine bright.